But when her army brother found out about it, he made everyone regret their decision. The nurse was working in the pediatric intensive care unit. She had been working for over 12 hours straight and just needed to take a quick nap, or she ended up getting fired. They were afraid that someone might mistake the sleeping nurse for a dead one, and if that happened, then they might think that they had killed the baby. The hospital was worried about the bad publicity, so they fired her immediately. But no one thought about how hard the nurse had been working. She was taking care of so many children who all needed her help. It's no wonder she fell asleep. But the nurse's brother was furious after hearing this. He was a soldier, and he knew what it felt like to be overworked. So he went to the hospital to find out what had happened. When the manager told him about the incident, he was not having it. He said, his voice shaking with anger, "She is the most dedicated nurse I know, and I couldn't believe you would treat her like this." He asked them why they did and give her a break, or help her out instead of just firing her. The manager tried to explain that it was hospital policy, but the soldier wouldn't have it. "That's a load of BS," he said. "I know that look anywhere I see it. My sister may be tired, but she never let it affect her work. She's the best damn nurse there is." He was so angry that he started to walk out of the office. Then he turned around and said something that shocked the manager. "I want you to give my sister back her job." The manager was stunned by the soldier's audacity, but he couldn't do anything. He had to rehire the nurse because the soldier was threatening him. But the soldier didn't stop there. He also made sure that the whole town knew what had happened. He put up huge signs everywhere that said, "Don't go to that hospital. They mistreated a hero." People were shocked when they heard about the nurse, and they all started to protest outside the hospital. They were holding signs that said, "Bring back the nurse," and "Shame on you for treating her this way." The hospital was getting bad publicity, and they knew they had made a mistake. That's why they agreed to rehire the nurse and give her a raise. The nurse was so grateful to her brother for helping her get her job back. She never imagined that he would be so supportive and helpful. From that day on, the nurse worked even harder than before. She was determined to prove to everyone that she was the best nurse in the hospital, and she knew that her brother was proud of her. One day he was struck by lightning and everything changed. A man lived in his village who did not like to work. He preferred to spend his time playing games and watching TV. He believed that someone else would do his work, and he would live a happy life. But unfortunately, this belief led him to poverty. He could not pay his bills, and he had to ask his friends for money. However, they soon got tired of lending him money and refused to help him anymore. The man was desperate, but he still did not want to work. He was looking for a shortcut to success, when suddenly he was struck by lightning. When the man came to his senses, he realized that his life had changed. The man started working hard and achieved great success, became rich and famous, and was respected by everyone in the village. The man had finally learned the value of hard work. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a thumbs up for more content like this. An old woman lived in a small house in the countryside. She spent her days collecting things that most people would not even consider valuable. She collected things like bottle caps, old newspapers, and broken glass. She had so many things that her house was filled to the brim. One day a young man came to the woman's house. He was an expert in antiques and was looking for rare items to buy. When he saw the woman's collection, he was shocked. He'd never seen anything like it before. He started to buy all of the woman's items and paid her a lot of money for them. So the woman was surprised and happy. She had never realized that her hobby was worth so much money. She was even more excited knowing that she could make money from her hobby. She became one of the most successful collectors in the country. If you enjoy these stories, please leave a like for more. And finally, we have a story about a boy who was bullied at school. A boy named Alex was always bullied at school. The other kids would make fun of him and call him names. They would also push him around and sometimes even beat him up. Alex was sad and scared, but he never fought back. He didn't know how to defend himself. One day, Alex had enough. He was tired of being bullied and wanted to fight back. He went to the library and checked out books on self-defense. He practiced what he learned and soon became very good at fighting. When the other kids started bullying him again, Alex was ready. He fought back and was able to defend himself. The other kids were shocked. They had never seen Alex fight back before. From that day on, the other kids stopped bullying Alex. They were afraid that he would fight back. Alex was finally able to stand up for himself and feel proud. We hope you enjoyed these stories. Please leave a comment below with your favorite and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.